To give you an idea just how orange this headlamp is, here is the Nitecore Tangelo Orange next to an actual mandarin, and you can see it is very orange. Hello and welcome to another product video breakdown from Nitecore Store. Today we will be taking a look at the new Nitecore NU31, a lightweight USB-C rechargeable triple output headlamp.
Are you new to this channel? Consider subscribing and liking our videos for more Nitecore content.
And the Nitecore NU31 can be easily distinguished by its three unique colors. Unlike the Nitecore NU33, which came in black, the Nitecore NU31 comes in three fun, hip new colors: slate gray, cool blue, and Tangelo orange. I wonder if this is what it felt like to work at Apple in the early 2010s, constantly churning out recolors of pre-existing products. Here are the dimensions of the Nitecore NU31. The Nitecore NU31 is 2.45 inches in length, it is 1.4 inches in depth, and it is 1.81 inches tall. It weighs 3.37 ounces with the battery inside. The Nitecore NU31 features the upgraded Unibody Optical lens system, which has an efficient light transmission of over 94%. Only a 6% loss due to heat dissipation and other natural restrictions due to the physics of our universe. Or perhaps it keeps the 6% to itself. Here is the quick specification breakdown of the Nitecore NU31. The NU31 is equipped with a primary spotlight. It is also equipped with a neutral CRI floodlight and a auxiliary red LED. The maximum brightness of the primary spotlight is 550 lumen, with the peak beam distance reaching up to 158 yards. The peak beam intensity is 5,800 candela. In addition to the multiple LED setup, thanks to the lightweight design, the Nitecore NU31 is ideal for late night running, camping, hiking, and many more outdoor activities. Here is the operation guide of the Nitecore NU31. I'm gonna use the Tangelo orange. Surprisingly very orange. Actually quite fond of this color. The slate gray seems kind of muted and boring, and the blue was rather disappointing. It's not as blue as I anticipated. Here is the operation guide of the Nitecore NU31. The Nitecore NU31 is equipped with a primary power button, as well as a secondary button which reads mode. At any time, hold the power button to activate the primary LED of the Nitecore NU31. At this point, tapping the power button will cycle through your brightness modes. A mid mode at 60 lumen, a high mode at 200 lumen, and finally the turbo mode at 550 lumen. Hold the power button to deactivate the Nitecore NU31, and while the headlamp is on, tapping the mode button will cycle between the different LEDs. First, it will go over to the high CRI neutral LED, and tapping the mode button again will go to the auxiliary red LED. Tap mode again to return to the primary spotlight. And while the other LEDs are active, tapping the power button of course cycles through its different settings. So currently on the neutral LED, tapping the power button will cycle through its two brightness modes. A ultra low mode at 6 lumen, and finally a low mode at 50 lumen. For the auxiliary red LED there is a constant mode, and tapping the power button will cycle to its flashing mode. Many of Nitecore's headlamp users are a big fan of the quick access to the red LED as well as the ultra low. This has been retained in the Nitecore NU31. While the headlamp is off, double tap the power button to activate the ultra low of the neutral LED. Like so. Quick access to instant ultra low. And for quick access to the red LED, just hold the mode button while the headlamp is off. There you have access to quick red LED. And finally, to activate the SOS and beacon function of the Nitecore NU31, just double tap the mode button. The headlamp will enter its SOS mode first, and then tapping the power button will cycle it to beacon mode. The Nitecore NU31 has a built-in 1800 mAh battery that is rechargeable via the USB-C port on the bottom of the headlamp assembly. Just take off the silicone port cover and use the included USB-C charging cable to charge the battery inside the Nitecore NU31. On the side, you will see the charging status indicator. Once all 4 of the LEDs are solidly lit, you know that your battery is fully charged. And while the headlamp is not plugged in, the LED indicators act as your battery status indicator. Just tap the mode button once, and the LEDs will light up, letting you know how much battery is available on your headlamp. And the lightweight headlamp enthusiasts can rejoice, for the Nitecore NU31 retains many of the features they've asked for in the past. For instance, I cannot begin to stress how much more comfortable this new style of headband that Nitecore's been using. It is incredibly soft to the touch. It's still very elastic and stretchy, but this inner portion feels like a very high thread count, where it's very dense, surprisingly, yet soft at the same time. Unlike the previous iterations they've had, although these were perforated, they were very rough to the touch, almost felt very canvasy. Additionally, the Nitecore NU31 comes with the tilting mechanism of the headlamp assembly, so it has this ratcheting. Hopefully that sound translates through. Has the ratcheting tilt assembly on the inside so that the headlamp stays in place when it's set to a certain angle. It can almost face essentially 90 degrees downwards, helping illuminate the path in front of you while it is still being worn. And the headlamp bracket on the rear has the 2 clips on the side as well as its honeycombed mounting holes, which some people really enjoy to use, for instance if they like to replace the headband with a different headband that they prefer. Additionally, some of the lightweight headlamp enthusiasts like to thread shop cord through these to create the incredibly ultra lightweight version of a headband essentially. The Nitecore NU31 also comes with a electronic lock mechanism. You can see here the lock symbol pointing to both buttons. At any time, hold both buttons for over 3 seconds. And you will see the LED flash 3 times, indicating the headlamp is now electronically locked. This is an excellent little feature to remember when storing or transporting the Nitecore NU31, as this prevents any sort of accidental activations. To unlock the headlamp, simply hold both buttons again for 3 seconds. And the headlamp will activate on the lowest neutral LED mode. And finally, the Nitecore NU31 is rated IP66 water resistant, meaning it can withstand light rain, splashes, just not direct submersion. It is of course impact resistant up to 1 meter. The forward portion of the headlamp array is made from a durable aluminum alloy, whereas the bracket and headband are made from polycarbonate and textile. The Nitecore NU31 USB-C rechargeable ultra lightweight multifunctional 3 LED auxiliary headlamp is available at NitecoreStore.com. If you have enjoyed this video or think I am a big dumb fart, please leave a comment or suggestion below. To stay up to date on future product releases, sales announcements, and all things flashlight related, please consider subscribing to the Nitecore Store YouTube channel. And thank you.